there, beautiful. How you going? If we haven't scoped before, I'm Bex Weller, founder of vegansparkles.com, sexysobriety.com, and BexWeller.com, where I help health coaches and wellness entrepreneurs to have more fun and success in their business. And this is something that's been coming up for me a lot over the past few days. I mean, obviously, having been in business now for 2 full-time years, it has come up again and again and again. But sometimes these lessons just take a while to stick, right? And so, I was just thinking this week, I was feeling really, really overwhelmed, very stressed out. I was just taking on way too much, I think, just trying to bite off more than I could chew. And once again, I was reminded of how important it is to just streamline and simplify and choose quality over quantity, and just to see what we can delegate and postpone as well. So, there's a few ways that you can simplify and streamline in your business. The first one is to think about, is there anything that's been hanging over your head? Like, is there anything that's been worrying you? And so this one I was reminded of in particular because I had to give something to our accountant, and I had in the back of my mind that it had to be done by the end of October. And as that deadline draws closer, it got me really, really stressed out. The more I thought about it, the more I thought, oh my goodness, I was waking up at 5 a.m. thinking, oh, we still haven't done that thing that we're supposed to submit, and getting so stressed out about it. Now, why didn't I just ask our bookkeeper or our accountant whether that deadline was true without making up this whole big story in my mind that it was true? Instead, I worried myself sick. And so the other day when I thought, okay, there's only 2 weeks left until that deadline, I better reach out to our accountant and just double check. And he said, no, you don't have to submit it until like May next year. So I just thought, for crying out loud, I could have saved myself all of that worry and stress and turmoil. And of course, all of that energy I was putting into worrying about that, I could be using that to create something new for my clients, for my blog readers. I could be using that to be creative and to bring in more money and to do all of the things that I'm here to do. So is there something in your business that's been worrying you? Is there something that's just been weighing on your shoulders and just weighing you down that you could sort out very quickly? I mean, for me, that was a 5-minute email. And I just think how ridiculous that I didn't do that 2 months ago and save myself all of this drama. So what can you do to remove some of those angsts? Another thing is like a dentist appointment. Like, I've been putting that off and it's just chewing up so much energy that I know I can be putting towards better things and better pursuits. And so that is on my list to do this week, to sort that out. Also, what could you say a loving no to? Quite often in being in business and being an entrepreneur, it can feel like being a kid in a candy store, right? Every opportunity that comes up sounds so exciting. We want to get on board with everything. We want to do so much more in our businesses. And it can be really, really hard to cut back and to streamline or simplify and just say, okay, I can only do this many things. I only have capacity to take on 2, 3 projects, whatever it is. I can't take on 10 right now. And it doesn't have to be a no forever. It can just be a no for right now. So a good example of this, I had an amazing mentor reach out and ask if I'd like to get together to discuss a certain project. And while this opportunity is amazing because she's just wonderful and she has so much knowledge in that one area, at the moment I just don't have the capacity to take on that project as well as the other ones. At the moment we're creating an incredible academy with a ton of courses that my beautiful clients and readers have asked for, and so I'm super inspired by that because they've been asking for it. I know they want it. I know that is going to help them so much, and I'm excited to put it together. And there was a great comment that I read the other day that said, it's much easier to ride the horse in the direction that it's already going. That was a good reminder for me as well, right? Because if we try to steer that horse in a direction that is not inspiring to us, or that is not working. So if you look at the things in your business that are currently working, it's much easier to put more energy behind that, to put more force behind it and make it a bigger and better thing than to push uphill something that is not working. And the same thing goes when we're feeling inspired, because you know, when you sit down to write a blog post or do something in your business and you're really inspired, you bust that thing out, right? You get it done really, really fast. And when you're not feeling inspired, it feels like pushing the horse uphill. It feels like I'm never going to get this done, and it might be writing your sales page that can always be challenging. Whatever it is, it takes so much more energy and it takes so much more time because you're not feeling inspired by it. So have a think this week about where you can simplify, where you can streamline, where you can delegate or postpone, or just say a loving no. Because again, you know, if we say yes to things that our heart is not in, then it drags us down. It drags on our energy, and also the other person can feel it. So if I had have said yes to this mentor opportunity and I had have gone along, my heart wasn't in it, and she would have felt that too, and that's not fair to her either. And so you as you grow in business, you know, we all do have these opportunities come our way a lot more often. And so it's just working out, just going within and figuring out, okay, am I really inspired by this project? Is this the right time? Because sometimes, you know, timing is everything, and if it's not the right time, then you're not going to have the capacity, the love, the patience, the inspiration to bring forth for it. So is it really worthy of a half-hearted effort, I guess? Or is it better to say, not right now, hopefully in the future another opportunity like that will come along. So, you know, I was just having that thought, and I just thought I'd jump on here for a little friendly Sunday scoop and just share that with you, because I shared it on my Instagram and it got a lot of feedback, because I think a lot of us are feeling the same way, where, you know, another book I was reading was just saying that as entrepreneurs, we're self-managed, right? And we're not often very prepared for that, because we're doing all of this stuff for the first time. We're figuring it all out for the first time. And there can be a lot of fear around turning down exciting opportunities, because what if we never get that opportunity again? But I think there comes a time where we just have to trust, because if we take on too much, we make ourselves sick, and then we're no good to anyone. So think about the projects that are really lighting you up at the moment, the things that are working well, the things that you're inspired about, and put more loving energy behind those, and just think about the ones that are not turning you on as much, and maybe just say no to those. Or in my accountant example, what can you take off your shoulders? What can you solve in a simple email or phone call, so that you can free up that energy and not be worrying about that anymore? I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear how you go with it. You can find me at vegansparkles.com, sexysobriety.com, or bexweller.com. Have an amazing weekend, beautiful, and I'll talk to you next time. See you.